Welcome back, guys. Try to Fly Photography, Justin Ramsey. Hope you guys are doing well. We got another Wasteland Weekend video coming at you. So go ahead, roll that intro. So standard disclaimer for the Wasteland Weekend videos that are coming up. Might get a little bit vulgar. You might see some skin. So that's your warning. I'll give you time to go ahead and click off if you may be offended. You guys still there? Good. Not easily offended. I'm glad to hear it. Okay. Today we're talking about what is Wasteland Weekend. I know I've put a few videos out on the channel already, but I want to, actually talk about some stuff because now I have some freaking time. So here's a short little highlights reel, if you will, and then we'll get talking. Okay, here we go. Alright, you guys get all that? I don't have to talk about it. You understand everything there is to know about Wasteland Weekend? Okay, cool. Bye. Fucking road rash. So, what is Wasteland Weekend? First of all, it's not a weekend. It's a week. It started off as a weekend long time ago. Like, I think 11 years ago is when they started it. Now it's progressed into an entire week of awesomeness. So basically, it's a world of Mad Max. If you've seen the movies with Mel Gibson and whatnot. Post-apocalypse, all that yummy goodness. Like what we're headed to in a few years if the world leaders don't cut their shit and realize that, their decisions affect other people besides themselves and their greed. And anyways, not getting political on this video. So, Wasteland Weekend. Mad Max, it is a festival, kind of like Burning Man in a way. It's kind of like Comic-Con, specific to like Mad Max in a way. It's kind of like a LARP, which is live action role play if you don't know, in a way. It's like a smorgasbord of all these things, in a way. Everyone has to be themed. So when you attend this event, you don't show up wearing your normal street clothes and blue jeans and stuff. Nah. You truly immerse yourself into the world that is Mad Max and the post-apocalypse and whatnot, and you get to live as they lived, will live, if that makes sense. But you don't have to go all full actor or anything like that, but you do have to dress the part and look the part. It's basically a full-on city that, by the way, is LGBTQ friendly, LGBTQ 438 TMF. I don't know the acronyms and the letters, but they love everyone there, and it is awesome. It was inspiring. It was so freaking cool. Yeah. So it's a city of friendly people coming together after the apocalypse. Okay? 30 minutes to get that point across. I hope I actually got it across. Great freaking people. The Dirt Fam. They're awesome. Fucking awesome people. If you got something to say about that, you can fight me. Because I'm so violent and aggressive. I don't know. So I will admit I've never really been to any festivals, Burning Man or the EDM or whatever other festivals are out there. So this is kind of biased and kind of ignorant. I apologize, but this is what I know and this is what I'm sharing with you all. It's not specific to just a festival with live music and DJs and all that stuff. That yes, there is that here at Wasteland, and they're awesome. I absolutely loved all the performances that I personally got to see, but it's not necessarily the main focus. There's other things. There's costume contests for both, swimwear and just your normal costume for the Mad Max stuff. There's a car show, like a parade of all the people that modify their cars and stuff, which looks freaking insane. There's tons of activities. There's random games that different tribes put on. There's different, I don't even know. There's just so freaking much. I didn't even see the tip of the iceberg when I was there, and I was out there shooting on my feet all day, pretty much every single day that I was there, and I barely got a glimpse. So some of the other games, there's like a human claw machine, the claw machines that grab stuffed animals. Well, they put a human on there, and other people are working the knobs and levers and stuff. There's human whack-a-mole. There's mini bike little racing. There's racing, and it's the opposite. You don't go and try and cross the finish line first. You try and be the last one to finish. So you see these people on these little scooters and stuff, going as slow as freaking possible, just barely keeping their balance. Is awesome. Unfortunately, I didn't get to film it because I had to film something else. But there's lots of people playing board games and card games and sharing their own art and drawing and writing poetry and having games like Pictionary with a quick draw, but you don't get to actually hold a pencil regular. It's attached to a gun, and so you gotta. There's just absolutely so much to do. There's all these little small things that tribes will put on, but there's also the big things like the jugger match, which is, God, how do I explain it? It's kind of a mix between rugby, football, cage match, all this fun stuff where, you beat the people up trying to put a dog skull onto a pole, and yeah, that's cool. Anyways, there's also I've heard in previous years, there's the Thunderdome cage match and stuff. So just so much. Anything. If you can't find something there that piques your fancy, then you need to turn your phone off for 2 months straight and get back to life. The Wasteland Olympics. Oh my gosh, it was freaking hilarious, and I'm so glad I got to film it. But you had dildo tossing, so you take this massive double-ended dildo and people are chucking it as far as they can, and then they're trying to play putt-putt with tennis balls and what are the leg things that women wear? Pantyhose, there you go. Do they still wear those? I don't think they do. Anyways, you put tennis balls in pantyhose and they're tied around your waist, and you try and hump balls into the basket and stuff, and just so much. It was so much fun. And hilarious and awesome, and everyone's yelling and cheering and being supportive. No one was embarrassed, and it was good times. Yeah. Okay. So another really cool thing about the weekend is they do have on-site vendors. So you can buy food, snacks, snow cones, water, pretzels, all the good yummy stuff that you might expect for something like this. There's also people that do costume pieces and all that stuff, and they do sell them for real world money. But there's another thing called Barter Town, which is fantastic, that you go in and you can barter stuff. So you take some stuff that you want to sell and buy stuff with. So it's trading, and you get to barter with the people, and it's a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do too much of that because I always had my camera and I was trying to video everything. Quite the undertaking. Anyways, but yeah, it was awesome, and people trade clothes, or they trade poetry or homemade books or homemade pickles or all this stuff, and it's so cool to see. And it's kind of what you would expect after the apocalypse happens. Hey, there's this big city, and you go in and you trade stuff for whatever you need. Hey, I got this broken radio part. I'll take that canteen that, is all Mad Maxed out and apocalypsized. I don't know. There is also Wasteland Weekend merchandise specific to the event. They have their own little section that you can buy t-shirts and stuff like that. Awesome. There are also other people around that help sell things for Wasteland Weekend, but not specific to that event. One of them is the Dukes of Nuke. You can find a guy named Makeshift, and he's got a shop, and it sells t-shirts and maps and some photos and stuff of the events, previous years, that type of stuff, bumper stickers. I bought a few. Yeah. And that supports stuff like the Apocalypse Post, which is another YouTube channel. Check him out, because that's where I learned about Wasteland Weekend, and he was my boss, and he was very helpful, and I learned a whole lot about Wasteland Weekend, and he's been going for years, whereas I've only been once. So his What is Wasteland Weekend is probably a little bit more concise. He doesn't ramble like I do either. Yeah. Go to wastelandweekend.com, I believe, on the website. It'll be up here. To get more specific information on that type of stuff, always do your research. There's tons and tons of information on that website, also with costumes and props and rules and regulations, yada yada yada. Do your research, because if you do, it's going to be so much fun, because I absolutely loved it. Yeah, so let me just double check on my list real quick. By the way, the art is freaking amazing. What everyone does to their vehicles, to their homes, to their structures, to their props, their costumes, even their hair and their makeup and stuff. It's magnificent. Okay, I mean, if you like Mad Max, post-apocalypse, just concepts, go to Wasteland Weekend, even if it's for a day, and walk around and look at all the creativity and heart and soul, blood, sweat, tears, and oil that has gone into these things. Don't forget the dirt and the grime, because we need more dirt. Yeah, everyone says you need more dirt, so that's what that was. Anyways, checking the list still. Yep. Okay, so I think that's everything on the list for right now, this video. But I do want to wrap up and say Wasteland Weekend is ... It is what you make of it. The people there are amazing and friendly. It's all Mad Max themed. You can do it as a LARP. You can do it as a festival. You can do it as a weekend away from the kids. Whatever you want. But it is what you make of it. I definitely recommend participating in things. Looking at the schedule, which is in the main center. They have a daily type schedule that they post things on, and a map, and just find what you like. Find the people that you like. Get with them. Do things that you do, and enjoy yourself. And drink lots of water and eat some pickles, because you get dehydrated quick in the Mohave Desert. Yeah. I think that's enough for right now. I got a few more videos coming up. Some more explaining kind of what is Wasteland Weekend. A little bit more directional. And then I have my own personal experiences, because it was my first time, and I want to talk about stuff like that. Like almost stepping on a rattlesnake in the middle of the night, and I was like, But that's for another video. So stick around, stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe, do all that hoopla if you want to, whatever. By the way, this is the Wasteland salute. It's kind of how you say hello. That and fuck you, road rash, or fuck you, or something along those lines. But basically, fuck you, Wasteland. Okay, see you next time. One of them was I should check my list. I should think about what I'm gonna say before I hit record. Nope, not gonna happen.